Good day, my loves. Good day, good day, good day. I hope you are well. I am sending you love, peace of mind, healing for your heart, and just some joy in your soul. I really do hope you are well. So, today I wanted to bring you guys in on another part of my healing journey that I absolutely love. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my new subscribers. Hey guys, how y'all doing? I hope y'all like to cook because one of my subscribers or someone who commented asked for a recipe. And so I'm going to give you a recipe to one of my favorite meals. Um, and it's gonna be separate because of course my MacBook Pro quit on me, y'all. Listen, quit on me a couple of months ago. Gotta go back to those videos and you'll see the whole story on that. But so I have only my phone to do. So it's gonna be separate. So today I'm making the fried onions for my recipe, right? Where's my water? I want some right. So I'm making the fried onions. And okay, so me cooking, I love to cook, y'all. I really do. That is like one of my love languages. Plus, I love to eat. I'm a foodie. Plus, I love that. I love to cook for people that I love. Like that's how I show love, right? And so I came up with this recipe after watching a couple of vegan videos, especially, I call her, I don't know if she'd like it or not, but I call her auntie because on the beginning of my journey when I became vegan, my niece had recommended her to me, and I had never heard of her before. Never heard of Miss Tab, Auntie Tab. And when she gave me her Instagram, and I looked her up on YouTube, and I fell in love with this recipe. I will say I am missing one ingredient. And if you want the tuna fish taste, you're going to need the ingredient that I'm missing. But I've made it with the missing ingredient, which is seaweed. But I don't have it today, and I haven't had it for a while because the grocery stores where I'm at don't have it, and I'm confused. Even the Publix doesn't have it, but that's a whole nother story, right? Okay, so we're gonna get into it. I've already got the oil heated up some, right? Listen, when you're healing from trauma, my loves, you have to find something that you enjoy doing. And because I knew that meat was a source that they wanted to use to keep us bound and not to ascend, go back to the other videos for that explanation. Um, I knew I had to change. But the crazy part about it, y'all, is that my body was telling me and leading me on this journey. Like my whole life was already led before I even recognized and knew what spirituality and what destiny and what your divine life path have to do with how you're living and how your body reacts to it, right? But my body was already telling me. I wasn't aware that there was a different path that I could take in life, right? Okay, so fast forward and we about to make some fried onions, right? I love to cook, so me changing wasn't nothing. It just took a long time. And actually I started out doing gluten free because my body started rejecting uh breads, dairy, definitely dairy first. Dairy came first. I was actually had to have my gallbladder taken out. That should have been a dead giveaway sign out of 19 having your gallbladder taken out, even when the doctor was like, dang, are you just eating sticks of butter? And I'm like, no, I ate very healthy is what I thought, but I consumed a lot of dairy. And then, talking to my mom, she was telling me that as a kid that I couldn't even drink regular milk. I had to drink soy milk or another product. So still didn't listen, still didn't click that what was going on in my body, right? So anywho, this is one of my favorite pastimes, so I hope you enjoy this recipe. It's vegan chickpea tuna fish on beds of lettuce. Like when you don't want to eat bread or you can't eat bread, you can substitute it, right? Okay, so I'm gonna have to put this down. Hold on, let me see how to do this. Okay. Listen, y'all, this is so rigged. And in my head, I'm thinking another word in front of the rig. But I know the power of words and the power of the tongue. So For those who know, you know. Okay. So let me just let you know what you're gonna need. You're gonna need some onions. You can use any type of onion, okay? You can use sweet onions, you can use white onions. I've never tried the purple onion though. I was thinking red, but thanks to, Auntie Ted, I was like, okay, no, because it's purple. And she's right, it definitely is. You're going to need some sort of onion. I've not tried the purple onion, so if you have that and you try it, put in the comments and let me know how it turned out for you. Okay, so I've already had this, and because I'm vegan, you guys can use and substitute. If you're not on the vegan path yet, or you're still trying it out, or you're just in the beginning, this is a great recipe for you. But if you're not vegan and you want all your milk and all you have to do is substitute your product, and it's going to work. Okay, either way, it doesn't have to be vegan. You can use whole milk. I suggest you don't, but that's just my personal opinion, especially if you're having body problems, if you're having health issues. That's one of the things that I would cut out dairy. And it's difficult, it's hard, trust me. I have backslid, as the Christians would say, but to me it was just learning lessons and knowing what triggers those types of eating behaviors and learning how to change the thought process. Now, the thing about it is every now and then I still do, because I do like it, even though I know it's not conducive. I don't know, like every now and then I'll have some cookies, or every now and then I'll get a bag of chips. I used to eat them things on a regular. So for me, every now and then is great. And when I mean by every now and then, it may be like once every 2 months, maybe 3 months, just depending, right? Okay, so I made this. If you don't have buttermilk, you can make it. And I make my own buttermilk, but you can go out and buy the buttermilk, or you can actually make it if you have whole milk or any type of milk. Any type. It can be soy milk, it can be almond milk, it can be regular milk, it can be skim milk, it can be low fat milk, it could be 1%, it could be 2%. Any type of milk that you have. As long as you have a lemon, or if you have some, vinegar, okay? And for each cup of milk that you use, or milk substitute that you use, you're going to use a tablespoon of either lemon juice or vinegar, right? These have already been soaking for the past, I put them in yesterday. And only because I use a cup, I've only used a cup, and I just turn it. Because you waste it, And when you make your own milk, because this is my own milk. I did not buy this milk. I make this milk out of walnut. If you're interested in the recipe, let me know, and I'll go over that as well. Okay, so these have been soaking for a day, right? I already have my oil heated up, and I have 2 cups of sunflower oil. You can use any type of oil. I've used all kinds of oils, from canola, sunflower, olive oil, grapeseed oil, any oil that is that can be used for high heat, and it don't burn the food or have a an aftertaste to it. Okay, and then you're gonna I have a cup and a half of gluten-free all-purpose baking flour. Okay, gluten-free. Gluten is not my friend. It really isn't. It's not none of our friends, but it does stuff to the body. And I've talked about that in like 300 or so videos about becoming alkaline. And listen, it's a struggle. It's a struggle, especially for those who don't have the funds to buy the high price food, because once you start eating healthy, the food costs more, because you got to eat fresh fruits and a lot of greens and no canned foods and things like that. So it's crazy. I once had, and this is personal, I once had the lady, so side note, this personal. Everybody know my story. If you don't know my story, then you got to watch 300 or so videos. I'm just going to say, for those who have been following along, you already know, right? So right now my income is food stamps. And actually, I don't know if it is, because I've been trying to renew, and I can't. And I'm like, okay, God, this what it is. So I know I'll be taken care of, so I'm not gonna worry about that. But anywho, 3 months ago, when I wasn't as cool headed and minded and trusting in God, I was panicking almost, but not really, when they didn't come, right? And so I was able to talk to the lady, and she was like, well, it's only been a certain amount of days. And she said, well, you just, because you know how it is, you can get them twice during for the pandemic. And so she said, well, it's only been da 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 da. And I had to explain to this lady. I said, well, ma'am, hold on. I said, I'm about to be quick. I said, well, ma'am. And I said, yeah, I know. I said, but when you have to eat healthy because your body is in pain when you don't, and you eat junk food, or when you eat dead food, or when you eat food that's a bunch of chemicals and not real food. I said, my body turns on me and I'm in the bed. I said, so you know how it is when you have to eat healthy, right? And she was like, yeah, I do understand. Yeah, I know you do. I've been on both spectrums. I've been on the side where I can walk in the grocery store and get whatever I want, and not worried about a bill, and not worried about how much, and not worried about, I never even looked at the account. The only time I looked at my account was when I got my next paycheck, so I can put the deposit in there and then tally up what I know. I always wrote down in my bank book what I spent, but I never tallied it up until I had to get my next paycheck, because there was always money left over. And now I'm on the other spectrum, and I have been in this place before where you have to count everything. So I do understand both sides. But again, let's get back to the recipe. The oil is already heated up. I got my spices open. Use your own spices, okay? Whatever spice that you like. Everybody has their own taste. So if you like your food a little bit salty, then you already know how much spice to add. But I did use 1.5 cups of flour. And I'm using red pepper flakes because I like spice to my food. I'm using some paprika, a little shake, shake, shake. Little garlic powder, shake, shake. Some pepper, okay. And then I'm using some poultry seasoning, okay. And I meant to get, hold on, I know I had some, hold on, my loves. Listen, whatever you gotta do to get yourself out of a funk, to get yourself out of that negative energy, to get yourself out of feeling down or whatever, that's what you have to do. And one of the things is cooking, and I'm so glad that I'm able to, okay. And I love it, I absolutely love it. Okay, so you put some onion. Did I say onion? So this was garlic, not onion powder. And this is the onion powder. Okay. And then have you some tongs and have you a nice little whisk. Mix it up. It can get kind of messy, so I would add I would suggest you get some little tongs or something like that, but a fork works just as well, okay? Hold on. Okay. First thing you do is you're gonna take some onions out of the milk, and you're gonna mix it up in the flour. See how the tongs work? They work pretty good. Let's see. All right. You can test the oil to make sure it's ready. Just put a little, and if it's sizzled, then it's sizzled. Okay. So I done tossed mine up real good in here. Pick them up, shake them up. Pick them up, shake them up, shake them up, shake them. Okay. And put it in there. Put a little bit at a time. Don't crowd the pot because you want them to be crunchy. Bam. And I know this oil has been heating up, so I'm actually going to make sure I keep an eye out on them real quick, because they're going to cook fast. I know it. All right. They're cooking pretty fast too. You don't even have to move them around. I do flip them. And I like mine. I like all the bits, y'all. I like all the little bits, all the crunchy pieces. I don't leave nothing in this bowl. Okay? So you let them cook up. You let them cook up. Find something you like to do. I absolutely, let me take my breath. I absolutely love to cook. I do. I've been cooking for people my whole entire life. Really. I was cleaning chicken by the age of 8. I was cleaning chicken. I'm talking about cleaning chicken. I ain't talking about no just washing it. I'm talking about pulling the skin back, getting all that glub out. I'm talking about cleaning the chicken. We pulled skin out, and on them breasts, we didn't leave them. And pretty soon, we started pulling them off the legs. Okay, look at this, y'all. Okay, this the first batch, right? Let me see. I want to show y'all, but I don't want to drag it across. Look at it. Look. See? Can you see it? Ooh. Look. Looky, looky, looky. I still like mine a little crunchier and dark, so I make some, you know, I make some lighter than the others. I like some crunchier. Some people say I fry all the meat out of it. I don't think so. I like them crunchy. And you know I gotta try. You gotta try it. I would suggest you try it. See if you need any more seasoning. And this is a sweet onion. I do need a little more seasoning, so I'm gonna add some more seasoning. I know. I'm gonna add a little obey. Let me see. Ooh, let me add a little smoked paprika. Okay. Let's see. I'll take these out. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. All right, my loves. Soon, I know at this moment, y'all gotta take this journey with me, and I so appreciate y'all. I do. But I know how it is with attention span, because I am like squirrel. I am. And I ain't gonna lie, because I fast forward through some videos. But I will be able to soon be able to like edit videos and put it all together and all that other good stuff. Y'all, when my MacBook went out on me, I thought the world was ending. I'm being a little dramatic. I do know and I do understand that. Given what's going on now in the world, don't come for my neck. But when you've been sitting still for so long, you want to connect to the outside, and so at some point, and sometimes it's not necessary, and we need to learn how not to seek outside. And listen, I'm one of the ones that was hard-headed, so I'm saying stuff just broke or went missing. It was like, I was like, what is going on here? You ain't sitting still enough. Okay, I'm gonna do this next batch, and then I'm gonna let y'all see it in the bowl, and then I'm gonna cut out on this and finish up the rest of my onion rings and let y'all see what the end result is. All right, my loves. And if you don't like to cook, maybe it's just, I don't know. But if you like to cook, try out the recipe. Or maybe you haven't even tried to cook. This is a really good recipe, and it's very limited. You don't even have to do much. I do a lot of things from scratch, as you'll see when we put everything together. Um, but that is just my preference because I like to, I'm to the point where I like to know the origin. I'm not quite fully there yet, but for some of the things, I can definitely do that. And let me just tell you, be honest, I'm going to be honest. It really was by force. I'm going to say not by, it really was though, because I didn't choose to do it. I wouldn't have chosen to do it. I really wouldn't have. But that's why sometimes our greatest lessons comes through uncomfortability. And on my path, my uncomfortability came from not knowing what's next. Just period. Not knowing what's next. Financially, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, I had to have faith. And I was working on my emotions because, you know, trauma and all that good stuff. Not good stuff, but you know what I mean. All that. Well, it is good because we're healing. Okay? You're healing. And what better way to heal yourself than with food that goes directly in your body? Given what's going on with the food crisis and shortage, I really would, you know, just a suggestion. Oh, these look so beautiful. And I'm definitely going to try them, but I'm going to turn this oil down real quick so I can show you guys. You don't have to be with me through the whole entire process. I don't want to bore you. Okay, okay. Look, y'all. Oh, nice and golden. Oh, y'all, look. Oh, that's beautiful. Mm. Perfect. Oh, this is perfect, y'all. I don't know if y'all can hear the crunch. Can you? Can you hear the crunch? I love you, my love. See you next time.